I think I did that the right way. I think I did. Oh, well, I didn't do that the right way. We want to go here, actually. There we go. That's where we want to go. So we got to get cracking here. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Excellent. Well, where are we at here? We're going to continue our vacation roam, our vacation drive. Well, it looks like we're going into Europe 4 this morning because, yeah, Europe 2 is packed, man. So Europe 4 it is. Let's rock and roll. Of course, we want our truckers MP profile here. Getting started a little late today. We were up a little late last night. Who joined us for our American Truck Simulator stream. We didn't end that till after midnight, and then I got tied up playing a little bit of Tropico afterwards. So I wanted to learn some things after our Tropico stream yesterday on channel BJ Weiler. So I didn't get to bed till late. So I just got up about 40 minutes ago. All right, so here we are in our Scouts. We have our camper attached, and if I recall correctly, we finished in Cambridge here. So now it's time to give Cambridge a little bit of a whirl here. Looks like we got to come down here and get that at some point. But we're gonna go. We're gonna take a swing around Cambridge, and you know what? We'll go to E Acres and see if we can pick anything up that'll take us north. So let's see. As a matter of fact, let's see if anything shows up right now. Okay, so we do have stuff showing up. Okay, let's check the cargo market.
A game, or is it real?
Bobby 9324. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream today. How you doing today? Hope you had a good weekend so far. Protective clothing, 0 tons. It's all 0 tons. Look at that. It weighs nothing. Oh, it's E Acres to Transnet. So this stuff comes out of E Acres. Cambridge route length. Well, it's neither here nor there. That takes us back to London. Felixstowe. Okay, we can go to the coast. Felixstowe, Grimsby. Yeah, see, there's a good one. Maybe the straw bales. You can take the straw bales. They're urgent too. Couple of straw bales to Grimsby. Sheffield. That may be the ticket. Just run up the coast here a little bit. So we could even go to Felixstowe and then see if we can get anything up to Grimsby, Edinburgh, and then hop up to Aberdeen. Okay. Well, first things first, we want to take a little bit of a tour here today. Well, we want to finish our tour of Cambridge here. So let's get on with it, shall we? We shall. All right, we're all scouted out here. I think I was going to leave the trailer here, but I don't want to come back and then head down to the farm. So we're just gonna take the trailer with us. We're gonna take our camper with us. I should say our camper. Alright, I don't see anybody coming, so we're good. So let's head off this way. With my poor driving here. Walk into here first. I don't think we need any. Ooh, we do need gas though. Alright. We are gonna have to fuel up here. So whichever way we go, I've got to find a gas station fairly close by. There's our bus stop. It'll be very interesting to see at whatever point in the far future that they ever get the bus. Is that a can in the road there? Looks like there's a can just sitting there, laying there in the parking lot. If they ever get their bus simulator going, whether that ends up, there's quite a few cans streaming that, whether that ends up being the DLC that adds in buses that we can drive, not unlike we have here on Truckers MP, where we can drive a car with a camper attached instead of a truck with trailer, or if it's going to be a separate game that somehow ties in and allows us to use the ETS2 maps here. What? Not where we want to go. This way. Oh, turn. Thank you. So we gotta go down here by car 4. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm in England too. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Oops. I forgot I'm in England. I gotta be on this side of the road. This is the side of the road I gotta be on right here. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I didn't see the light. All right, let's, all right, enough of that. Let's just get in here. This will be a, oh crap. I forgot how touchy the car is. Oh, we gotta go this way. I can never see those little barriers there. Can never see them. All right, let's stop here right quick because nobody's in Cambridge this morning. So good. Yeah, we got all of Cambridge. So yeah, this is our next stop. We want to head down to Acres here. God, I completely forgot I'm in England here, so I gotta be on this side of the road. There we go. All right. So welcome everybody to the stream so far this morning. Thank you for joining me today. What we're doing right now is continuing our European vacation adventures here on Truckers MP. Just essentially a way to do some map completion here. Do something a little bit different too. Before 1.35 drops. And of course, we'll when that happens, we'll explore some of the new stuff in 1.35. But essentially, what I want to try to do is get the map completion achievements, sort of a different way, sort of the Truckers MP. Hey, I'm just taking the vacation camping way. So we're touring. We'll be touring all of Europe, whatever that ends up being. By the time we actually complete the map completion, which, God, it could be a whole lot. So this will be an ongoing adventure that we'll be doing here on stream for our Euro Truck Simulator 2 streams every weekend. All right, so let's see what we got here. We want the cargo market. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Son of a nutcracker. Do we have anything in the freight market? So we wouldn't be able to use our own trailer, which does us no good. See, it just had stuff in the cargo market too. Are you kidding me? See, I hate trying to refresh the cargo market. All right, never mind. We're just gonna go. That's the problem with the cargo market being so finicky here. The one good thing that we got coming with 135 is that we can use our own trailers for external contracts. So that'll actually make doing this a little bit easier, because the World of Trucks contracts are not affected by the time quirks that you got between the Truckers MP and the job market, so to speak. See, that would be perfect, but that would look kind of weird holding I think that's an insulated trailer on the back of my car here. See, at least this we have a refresh button. If they had a refresh button for a cargo market, that would just be awesome. Yeah, see, now there's no jobs. Is there a quick job, I wonder? See, the only quick jobs there are now are the only jobs available are the special transport jobs, which you actually can't do on multiplayer. It kicks you from the live server, or at least the last time I tried to do one, it did. All right, so we're just we're gonna hold on here. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's go to Felixstowe, because then maybe we can pick something up in Felixstowe. So first things first, let's head there. Perfect. Okay. Some construction going on out here by the farm. And what I hopefully want to try to do is get some convoys going in the future. Get some like, sort of impromptu convoys. Anybody who plays on Truckers MP while we're streaming wants to, we'll all do like a little get together on one of the servers and sort of do a little impromptu convoy, which we can do with cars too. If anybody has cars and trailers, do like a family vacation. But yeah, sort of do it like you know, hey, we're just getting in our rigs, and we got this major contract, and we're hitting the road, convoy style. Shoot, you know what? I forgot. I gotta get some gas here too. Well, let me stop here because, of course, we can't do this when we're moving. I have to. Oh boy. Oh. Good. Gas is right there. Perfect. Okay. Remind myself to do that. God, this is so bouncy. I think I said last week the physics. Ooh, driving the cars here in the game reminds me so much of the physics in the original Euro Truck Simulator. It is. Oh crap! There we go. Oh boy, I don't know what the heck we hit there. I have no idea what we hit. And hence, it's a little glitch in the road there. That hurt. That's right, we'll go get repaired. Go get repaired in Felixstowe here. Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Let's do this right quick. That's not. Yeah, it's all you, Taz. As soon as you get here, I crash. I was just saying the physics with driving a car is so wonky, so touchy. It's just like the original Euro Truck Simulator. Every time I pop into there to do one of my career episodes, it's like, oh my god, it is. There we go. I don't think that fixes the trailer, but that's fine as long as the car is fixed. It's, oh my god, it's just so. No. I want to, hold on, let's go. F5, there we go. Where's my gas? Come on, I want my gas here. There we go. That's what we want, thank you. We're just going to fill this guy up to the brim. Thanks for joining me, Chaz. As always, much welcomes to you. So now the only problem with going in here is that I got that little bit of road to explore. See, that's the killer with getting the map completion, is all these little bits of road that you bypass, because you gotta, you know, either stop and get gas, or you just bypass the gas station. You got at some point go back onto the gas station. Brutal. Well, thank you for the host. I thought I heard something coming on. I didn't see it though. Thank you for the host. Thank you very much for those, Taz, as always. Much appreciated. I think I gotta redo that alert sound, because when I initially recorded it, I recorded it at a low volume, so it's harder to hear. I might have to redo that one, record it at a higher volume. Because it sounds like somebody talking in the background, and I gotta realize, oh wait a minute, that's my alert. I have a sneaking suspicion we'll probably see 1.35 drop. I almost want to say it's sometime this coming week, which would be nice. Like I said, it'll make it easier doing this little adventure, because then we can actually get some hauls with take some external contract hauls as we're taking our European vacation here, instead of having to constantly reset the job market, which is just a pain in the butt. Although I wonder if I rest, I wonder if that resets. I think I tried that before. When I first started playing on the multiplayer service, I said, oh, let me just rest, and that still didn't reset. You gotta do the hard reset in the console, if I remember. But we're on our way to Felixstowe right now, and then what I hope to do is get some jobs, so to speak, just grab some jobs as we go up the east coast here of England up to Aberdeen. I think the skybox just changed. This is a longer trip to Felixstowe. It was longer than I thought. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, here we go. Oh boy. Yeah. I have a hard enough time driving in that camera view when it's not the car. Although I've gotten a pretty good handle on it in trucks now. I can drive in that particular external camera view a lot longer with less problems for the most part. Off-roading with a caravan, yeah. Yeah. Felixstowe, that's what we're looking for. But it is just so... I almost want to go in the settings and dial down some of the settings here to make it less... I don't even know what the word... less touchy, but that's not really the word I'm looking for. But then when I go back into a truck, that's really gonna screw me up then. I don't want to have to continually mess with settings. There we go. Trying to think how many people were. I think there were what, 42 on the server today, if I remember right. But the main server, I think it's the Europe 2 server, is the main server everybody uses, packed with a queue. So we're like, can't do that one today, which is all right, because I think this one here, Europe 4, is a non-collision. You know, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is a non. Okay, that loops around, so we're fine. Is a non-collision zone server, so yeah, we're in a non-collision area, which makes it a little bit easier. We don't have to worry about the trolls. It's always nice to be able to see some fellow drivers out there. Can't drive ETS or ATS any other way than in cab view. I only changed the view for a second. I need to go back into tight. Yeah, see, if I'm going, I really need straightaways. If I have straightaways, it's a lot easier. And if I'm not doing, you know, like high speed, slow speeds, I've gotten pretty good at all over the place. You know, whether it's through a curve or whatever. See, it's some of these bumps, man. I think this, you know what it is? I think the car rides so low, we get some of the, we get worse collisions on some of the road transitions and stuff. I think that's what did me in back there. Is like right here, there's, you know, the transition from the road into the parking lot here. We're in a truck, it's not as bad, but like, yeah, right here, the car rides so low, it just scrapes. Yeah, I've gotten used to it just by doing it as I'm playing. But like there's the two other modes, the roof cam and the bumper cam. I do a lot of, and I've gotten pretty used to doing these two views. See, for me, it's something about the center point of where the camera is. I guess the center point of this view throws me off a little bit. It makes it harder to actually steer in this view here. Whereas like this view or this view, the center point is a little bit, I think, a little bit closer to the bottom of the screen. I think that's what it is. The center point here, you know, you're turning, it's sort of at the center of the screen is where you've got to look at where your turning is. And then these view, you know, it's the bottom part of the screen. And I don't mean like this little thing here, but where your actual center point of turning is here, where you can see where the camera's turning, but the stationary part is at the bottom of the screen. I think that's what the difference is. Where here, you know, you don't really have a stationary part anywhere. I think that's what throws me off. I go overview, like when you see the back of the van, even then I start sweeping the whole road. Yeah, see, like this, if I'm in a truck, it's very, very weird because the trailer, you're not controlling the trailer, and sort of your eye view goes to the trailer. So when you're doing this and steering, the trailer's not moving, your truck's moving. So, and you don't necessarily see the truck. Like here, you can't even see the car, but like in the truck, you can see a little bit of the truck. So you don't get, you know, so you're almost overcorrecting is what it ends up being, because you see so little of the truck. All you see is the trailer. So you overcorrect. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, way too much, way too much. So I think that's what sort of gets me in this viewpoint. It's probably what gets a lot of people. It's like I've noticed even when Squirrel does it, and he's got a steering. I got a mouse and keyboard, but when even Squirrel does it with his wheel, he can't stay in this view for too long. Even with a steering wheel, you can see it throws him off a little bit too. Then, of course, we have the glory shot mode, which is, I have to do that on a straight. I can only do that on a straightaway. The cinematic cam, I call that. So what was that, a Rennie dealer? I think that was a Renault. All right, so let's go this way. I've got to, I got to figure out which way we're going here. Take the tour of Felixstowe, and then let's see. Let's see if the job market's reset here. We've got nothing. Nope. All right. Rennie. Yep, it's a Rennie. Right? Is that what it was? Yep, Rennie. All right, hold on a second here, people. I gotta figure out. Okay, we want to go. I'm gonna go this way, and we'll have to loop up. I'm gonna have to take a couple of trips around here. I'm not waiting for you. There we go. And you hear our tablets for an upset stomach. Perfect. That's so fitting. You'll have to take a Rennie after driving a Rennie. That's what it is. LKW, I know thee well, from Luxembourg. I think on my World of Trucks profile, LKW is still my most sourced and most destinationed. I forget what they call it, sourced company, and the one where I deliver to the most, simply because The one in Luxembourg seemed to be the one we took all the jobs to and from. Where have I go? Oops, I can't. Yeah, I can't go that way, can I? I'll go this way. Makes it easier too on Truckers MP in this view. I don't have to worry about running into any AI here. See, that's a nice view there. I like that. That's a. What is that up there? Oh, there's somebody walking up there. How about that? Can't really tell what the heck that is up there. Looks like a dirt road. Oh, that's right. I firstly have to stop my truck. Right, yeah, there's part of the road we can get up. Of course, I don't have my... There we go. Oh, good. I'll get my trailer fixed here. Let's go get the trailer fixed while we're here. See, that's one of the reasons why I actually need to grab jobs while I'm doing this, so I don't run out of money, because I'm still going to need to get gas. I'm still going to need to do repairs just from the normal wear and tear. At least on the trailer, at least, yeah, because they have the fix command here. It makes it easier about not having to spend so much money repairing the car, which kind of makes sense. I kind of, you know, it's one of those things where, okay, you just take it for granted. Oh, there's a fix command. And then you realize, oh, wait a minute, yeah, it's I kind of see why it would be necessary to have a fix command on the multiplayer server. Because, yeah, you have the Nimrods that just come out and troll everybody. And that could get kind of expensive. If you got some jerk-off constantly running into you. All right, let's go. Well, let me do this. I'll do the loop to loop. Let's go down here by Trudeau, and we'll just go all the way around the roundabout. Still need to get the achievements to drive 1,000 kilometers with every truck brand somehow. I don't care to do it, but driving a Renault disgusts me. Yeah, it's funny because I ended up... It's weird because the achievement says you have to have your own trucks to do it. What's weird, I got that driving quick jobs after I bought my first truck. So apparently, as long as you own a truck, it starts counting all quick job trucks with that as well. Because I only had like a Mercedes. I think at the time when I ended up completing it, I only had a couple of the different brands. And so it's like I was driving a quick drive at one point and said, "Oh, achievement completed." I'm like, "What? Oh, okay. I'll take it." Yeah, those tricks are the reason I don't play. Yeah, it's you know, I've been lucky that when I've been on the multiplayer server, I think there's only been one time where somebody just barreled into me as they were coming out of one of the businesses and just completely laid me over on my side. I'm like, you son of a... But I've been pretty lucky that where I haven't really encountered too many people like that. I know, I gotta stop my truck. Right, so I want to... Because now what we want to do... See, we can go south. See, I probably should have drove around Dover too, but trying to see what my best option would be here. Felixstowe is off this way. And we've already discovered all this road. I'd have to go back north of Cambridge, and then we'd head to Grimsby. So I think what I kind of... see what we can do here. So I think what I want to kind of do is actually come south, come up along this way, go around the port, come back out, come down this way. Catch this little bit outside of London. Maybe I should do the full circle around London. Maybe I should do that. Come up, circle around. I could, yeah. See, this is where it gets tough. It's like you sort of want to maximize your efficiency, but come up this way, then come up the M1. And then I would go to, I guess I could go to Birmingham, then go to Grimsby. See, where does my sister live? Where? Oh, yeah. Right here. This is where my sister lives. Right here is where Leicester is at. This general area. See, that's what I gotta look to see if Pro Mods has Leicester in there. That might be worth throwing on Pro Mods just to do a stream with that. Go visit my sister. I want to play. If I play, I want to play as realistic as if you are on a server and your freight to some jerk plows into you, your truck and your cargoes, and you pay for it. Yeah. See, that's the entire thing. Yeah. Yeah. I was fortunate enough that I actually didn't have a job at the time. He just knocked my truck over. But yeah, that is the yeah, see, that's something the fix command actually doesn't fix. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I know. I think I need to set a point here so I know what the heck I'm doing here. That's right. I want to go, there we go. We want to go down that road. Yeah, that's the thing. And then, of course, when you're on the light server like I am today, because the main server was packed, I had a queue on it. It's like, well, chances are you're not going to run into anybody. So you almost got like the you're driving in the apocalyptic world. That is one word I cannot say. And you're the last. We're the last man here on the face of the planet here. We're the Omega Man today. Ooh, gotta watch here. This might be a little bit of a collision here. There we go. Only play vanilla anymore. Not a single mod installed. Yeah, see, that's the way I've tended to play. I've always, I mean, the mods that I have were sort of, you know, I've got the mod that you know, I did a little bit of modding that allows me to use my own logo for this, which is essentially just getting the file into the mod folder, getting the image into the mod folder. I don't even really consider that like a mod. And then of course, batteries extra life skins for the trailers and the Peterbilt. I do have other mods. You know, I've used a couple of truck mods before. In fact, I used the Volvo truck mod in ATS, Aerodeath's mod. But as soon as the Volvo was released, I just got rid of that. Because now, obviously, we can drive the Volvo officially. Yeah, see, those are the only skin mods I have. I want to do my own truck and trailer, or at least I've tried to do my own truck and trailer skins, because that's kind of what I want. I want to do, you know, because what I really want is, like, say on the truck and stuff, you have company logos and stuff like that. So that's, I want my RMG Gaming logo like on the side of the truck, and then do trailer mods that have my logo. Now, obviously, you know, I'd rather be able to do that through an official game feature. But yeah, I tried doing that once for the trucks, and it crashed. I put the mod in, and it actually crashed the game. So I didn't. Whatever I didn't do it the right way, even though I was like sort of following the instructions of a couple of videos. I'm like, all right, I really don't have time for this. That's my problem. I just don't have time to sit down and do decent skins, because I'm not that versed with a paint program. So even if I was able to get the mod to work, it wouldn't really look right. And all I really want to do is hold on here. All I really want to do is just get my logo on top of already of paint jobs that are already in the game that I kind of like. So I think we'll make the Porter next stop. We'll do this. So in order to, I just don't have the ability to recreate those paint jobs, you know, myself. So I'm hoping one day we get some added features in the game here that just allow us to input logos that we want to use, and then, you know, just like you're doing the truck configurator, where you can, you know, choose different things for the outside of your truck. So like, logos are a part of that, you know, images are part of that. Had a profile of a modded truck. My whole fleet was that type of truck in the game. Updated the mod, never did. Oh yeah, broke your save game. Yeah, yep. See, that's the thing here with doing with having the car. I learned that a few weeks ago. Having the car and trailer here in Truckers MP, I ended up going into the game, or going into this profile when I was offline to do something. And it ended up setting the car and the trailer back to a default truck and trailer. I'm like, oh crap. So I figured, okay, let me go back into Truckers MP and we'll be okay. It's like, nope. Once it reset it, that was it. I ended up having to sell the truck and trailer and rebuy this car and trailer. So now it's like, okay, if I want to keep using the car and trailer, I can never ever go in that profile offline again. You had all drivers at one point. Wow. Wow, downgrading, but even, yeah, see, if you downgrade it, it won't, I don't think it'll load a saved game from a more recent version. Yeah, see, that was the thing. Yeah, that's kind of, I've never been one to use a lot of mods in any game. You know, back in the day, in the day when I, you know, my younger days playing, you know, single player games and all that kind of stuff, I was always reluctant to even install official patches. Back in the days before you had online updates and digital content. Back during the days when you actually bought a box off the store shelf and installed it from disk onto your computer. And then on occasion, you'd go to the developer's website, the game's website, and say, oh, we have a patch that fixes these couple of issues in the game. I'd be like, I'm not installing anything. I want to play the game as it was created on that disk. So I was always reluctant to even install official patches for games. Let alone mods from people. I don't know you. I don't know what your mod's going to do to my game or my computer. Used a lot of mods in the early days of ETS. Truck brands were not even a thing then. Well, yeah. Yeah, and that's why I used Aerodeath's mod. And then I had there's a Cascadia mod on Steam. I had that installed at one time. But yeah, you know, you bring up the point. It's like that whole thing that I'm saying to myself, well, every time there's a game update, we gotta wait for the mod authors to update the game. I'm like, and even if you got mods installed that are updated on a regular basis, it's like the more mods you have installed, the more time it takes your game to load. You know, if you watch Squirrel switch between profiles and stuff like that, it just takes for friggin' ever for some of his profiles to load that he has all these mods on. It's like, I don't have time to wait 10 minutes for my game to load up and play. I just don't have that time. It's like when I fire up a game, I need to get in there and start playing like right away because I don't have a lot of time to do any of it. Just to screw around and wait for things to load. Updates and official, I did always without a problem. Yeah, well, I'm sort of with the advent of digital delivery now. It's sort of the point to where, well, you got no choice, and so you sort of get used to it. But yeah, for the longest time, like the original Stronghold games, they had a couple of patches in there. It's like I never installed the patches. It's like, the game works fine for me. I know there's I ran into a couple of the quirks and bugs or glitches or whatever you want to call them, and it's like, it's all right. I can overlook those things. So I never installed a lot of patches in my single player games back in the day.
Is the worms dead because they're not moving?
No, they're not dead. They're fine. They're just sleeping.
They'll wake up soon.
Yes, they'll wake up soon. They'll wake up when I feed them to Shelby. They'll wake up when I feed them to Shelby.
Because they know they're going to get eaten.
Yep, they know they're getting eaten, so they wake up and try to escape. Did you have breakfast yet?
No, Mommy's making it.
Okay, did you go sit on the potty yet?
No, I'll go out in Jill's.
No, you're not. I know you're not going to go at Aunt Jill, so you better go on the potty while we're here.
I have to go to both places.
Well, it would be nice if you go to both places, but I think you should go on the potty now. That way you can eat your breakfast.
I don't have to go.
Taz says hi.
Hi, Taz. Hi. Hi, Molly. Hi, Hershey.
They're not watching, Abs. They're upstairs doing whatever. Well, doing whatever the animals do.
I would love to come up.
I'm sure you would love to come up, but you gotta go potty and go eat breakfast. How about you go potty and then you can come back down and I'll put you up. I'll put you up on the desk and then you can watch. But you gotta go upstairs and go potty first. How does that sound?
I did go potty.
No, you didn't go potty. Go upstairs and go potty.
She's just joking. I did go potty.
All right, go eat your waffle. Let's go. Good old Abs. All mods are broken. Okay, they need to get fixed by the mod makers, but what they don't fix, it ain't. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, because it was funny because even Aerodeath's mod, the Volvo mod he did, that hasn't been updated. Well, even when I had it before when I installed it before Volvo came out officially, it's like that hadn't been updated, so it didn't even work. It didn't unlock anything. I had to install, I think, 2 other mods just to get Aerodeath's mod to work, and I could buy the truck and see the Volvo dealers at the time. So that's that's why I don't. I can understand why people want to use mods if they've been playing the games forever and they've pretty much done everything. I can mods can sort of enhance that, give you something different to do. But I've only been playing the games for a year and a half now, and so I don't need anything but vanilla. It's all right here. Truckers MP is sort of my exotic gameplay here. Yeah, it's always a constant argue. Batman arguing with a 4-year-old. Yeah. Well, that's what it is, because they don't use logic, so you can't have a reasoned argument with them, because there's just simply, they don't understand logic. So it's like you're never gonna win the conversation. You're never gonna win against a 4-year-old. Oh wow! So you got the original. Yeah, it's funny because I'll go in the forums every once in a while just to see if there's any interesting or hot topics being discussed at the time. And there are a couple threads on vanilla versus modding up, but there's also been because SES is going more and more on Steam now, and a lot of this stuff isn't compatible, and they're not updating a lot of the legacy stuff. There's a lot of people who have never ever used Steam. They're still using it off the hard copies, all the DLC and that kind of stuff. Which, you know, hey, I was back in that camp even not that long ago. In fact, I only installed, the only reason I initially installed Steam was to play Rocket League during an Extra Life marathon with Battery and a couple other guys on the stream team, because one of the guys, Sean, was going to play it on his stream during his fundraiser, and so he asked if a few of us actually wanted to get into play matches with him. He's going to make custom matches, and we'd just all play together while he was doing that on I know, stop doing that on stream. Stop, break. So that was the only reason I installed Steam at the time, was just to play Rocket League for those couple of hours with Sean and Battery and a couple of the other guys. Because like I said, the digital DLC, it's like, yeah, I was not a fan of that. I wanted to go to a store. I want to go to the store and buy a game. I want to say, I want to own that copy of the game. With everything going digital and stuff now, you don't, not that, although there's some arguments that say we never really owned the game, even though we had a physical copy of it. They try to use that excuse. But now with everything being digital, it's like, digital and needing online connections, whether it's an online game or not. It's like, as gamers, we're kind of getting screwed over here. We are kind of getting screwed over with the digital content delivery and everything else. Because now our gameplay ability, I need to do this. Our gameplay ability and our gameplay habits are dictated by where the publishers and developers want. It's they are in charge now, and so they get to decide what we play and for how long we and for how long we play it now. I don't like whatsoever. I was forced to use Steam. I bought a Molly in a box and did not look at how it worked. It was a box with a Steam key. Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, it's like you go to a store. Oh, look, here's a cool looking game. Let's get it. Oh, it's not actually the game there. It's just a code you're buying, so you can unlock it through some online service. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, but I got a nice tall 5-foot tall bookshelf here that has nothing but games on it that date back to the floppy disk days. The old I got a whole bunch of old Wizardry. I think I even have some old Apple II games up there. So stuff dates back 35 years. It's been sitting there. And yeah, of course, obviously I can't play the original floppy disks anymore. But any one of these games I got sitting on my bookshelf, I've got a system here that is still running that I can install it on the system and play it. Even if the developer and the publisher have been out of business for 20 years, I can still go in and enjoy that particular game. That's something that we're kind of lacking right now with the digital platforms. EA's not going to go belly up anytime soon. Valve's not going to go belly up anytime soon. Epic is just getting their start. So, you know, the Epic Store, Origin, Steam, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. But we're still beholden to forces outside of our control with our gaming. And that's something that just rubs me the wrong way, which is why I never really got into do I want to, let's see whether oh, perfect. See, I like the older map assets here to where it's not as disjointed. That's not the word for it, but to where the stuff off the side of the road is actually counted as being explored as well, even if you didn't technically drive over it. But yeah, it's a point. You know, I've got over 200 games in my Steam library right now. It's like that can all go poof tomorrow. It's like, all right. You know, it's like, what am I going to do then? I've got no recourse. There's absolutely no recourse if Steam shuts down tomorrow for me getting any of that money spent back on any of those games. Now, granted, a lot of those games you know, a lot of the games I got cheap. You know, I got in bundles and stuff like that, so it wasn't really that costly. There's only a handful of games in my library that I actually paid a normal game price for, or even sort of a reduced sale, you know, 20, 30 bucks. Now, a lot of the indie games I got for free because through Keymailer and stuff like that, as an influencer, as a streamer, I got a lot of those games for free. And like I said, in other games you get through Humble Bundle, which is, you know, you're getting them for dirt cheap anyway. But still, at the end of the day, no, I shelled out quite a few bucks for the games in my Steam library right now. So it's that's money that is absolutely gone in our online distribution platform here. We want to go down that way. Ooh, what? No. What are you doing to me? Although, oh no, because I'd be going up. I have to be going south to get that. Can I? What? All right, hold on here. Hold on here. Let's. What the hell is what? All right, something's screwy here. Good old GPS. Is it because I'm off the side of the road? No, that can't be. Cambridge. Oh no, I don't want to go to Cambridge. Hold on a minute here. I want to go to Birmingham. Oh yeah, trying to reverse in this thing is like impossible. And now, approximately 10 years later, I have just over 40 games on Steam. Wow. Yeah, see, the only reason I have that many Steam games is just because of my streaming. Birmingham. That's what we want, Birmingham. It's mostly because of my streaming. It's like, it's funny because the last Steam sale, back in February, March, whenever that was, the spring Steam sale, I picked up Railway Empire because, you know, that was, you know, it's trains. So I had that one on my wish list since it released. So it was finally cheap enough. Okay, you know, it's with the sale, it's like, okay, I feel comfortable purchasing it at that price now. I think I just installed it last week. You know, 2-3 months after I bought it. It's like, oh my God, why do I do this to myself? All these games, yeah, I still got like almost 20 games on my wish list that come the summer sale. If they're cheap, I'm going to end up buying them. But I have no idea when I'm going to have time to play them. It's so ridiculous. because you know it's at the point now to where whenever I'm streaming, if I'm online and I'm streaming, that literally is the my free time I have to play a game. If I'm not streaming, it's because I'm working or doing something with the kids or doing something around the house. It's like I literally the only time I have time to play games is when I'm streaming. So it's like, well, if this is the only time I have time to play a game, well, I might as well stream too. Otherwise, I'd never have time to stream. I want to go to Birmingham, so we want to go this way. All right, Birmingham is what we want. There we go. Try to do this without setting flags on the sat nav. This ought to be interesting. We'll do it by road signs. But yeah, so I'm kind of. I mean the advantages. Obviously we can see the advantages of online distribution. You get patches easier. It allows for better modding if that's what you're into as well. But it also allows a lot more games to be developed and sold that would never see the light of day if it was still a brick and mortar business. So, I see the advantages in that, and I like the fact that, somebody can a one-man studio can sit down and do something he's passionate about and create a game. And we got there's a lot of good indie games that were created that way. A lot of good and interesting games I've played that were just done by a handful of people. That would never have seen the light of day if it were not for things like Steam and that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it still rubs me the wrong way that, we still need to have ownership over this stuff. At some point, we still have to have some type of ownership over the things we buy. Like if I go to the store and buy a chair, I own that chair. I can do whatever I want with that chair. And nobody can tell me I can't stop using the chair and I have to go buy a newer model after a year or anything like that. So that's we're sort of at that point to where, how much of it is this digital distribution an advantage? How much of it is a disadvantage at this point? And where's the consumer protection? Where's the consumer protection that we need to have for stuff like this? Now, right now, we can't even get lawmakers to decide on whether lock boxes should be legislated or not, whether it's gambling or not, which I personally don't think they are. Gambling in the traditional sense, at least. So the laws are so far behind the technology right now. We're in a pretty precarious position, I think, as gamers. And we really, at the end of the day, we got to, at some point, we've got to get together and do something to help preserve some of the rights that, we are either due as consumers, and some of the rights that we kind of would be a smart thing to have as gamers and consumers. I gotta make sure I'm going the right way here. I did want to go to Birmingham. I don't think I missed Birmingham, but let's. Oh, I know. I gotta come to a complete dead stop. Perfect. Okay, so Birmingham's coming up. Yep. There we go. So that's just my my take on this whole matter anyway. So at this point, we're kind of stuck taking the good with the bad. But yeah, let's see. You've got 40 games on Steam. I think that's how many I've got sitting on that bookshelf. At least 40 games just on the bookshelf. And of course, that's just 200 games in Steam. That doesn't count the games that aren't on Steam, or at least I'm not playing on Steam. Like Stronghold Kingdoms, you know. I've got the Arc client, which is the Perfect World game client. I've got the Glyph client, which is the old Tryon, now Gamago client for the Tryon Worlds games. You know, I got Stronghold Kingdom sitting separately here. Yeah, he didn't even count the bookshelf games. And then I've got, what else do I have? I have the Wild Tangent. I actually got Wild Tangent installed now, which has Fate, but I actually have Fate. I have the boxed versions of Fate. There's a couple of games that are available through online platforms I actually have the boxed versions of. But I ended up getting the Wild Tangent client because I wanted to get Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And that's, right now, that's the only place that I found that you could legally purchase Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, because it's such an illegal, it's in such a legal mess right now. So I got Wild Tangent, so I even got that game client now. So over 200 Steam games. Okay, that's just services. But then, you know, I've got, you know, probably 40 to 60, I would say, just sitting on bookshelves down here. Physical copies of games. And then probably about another dozen or so through other clients. So yeah, I got a ton of games and not a ton of time. I got where am I? I'm talking here. I hope I didn't. Oh no. Okay, we're coming up. This next exit takes us right into Birmingham. Excellent. All right. The good old-fashioned days of stopping off at the side of the road to check the map. Oh God, I remember those days well. Those were the good old days before sat nav. You actually had to plan out your trip on a map with a yellow highlighter. Warcraft 1 through 3, StarCraft, The Sims, Railroad Tycoon 2. See, Railroad Tycoon 2 I got through Steam. SimCity I have a physical copy of, but not the original. Stronghold, yeah, I got the physical copies of Stronghold and Stronghold Crusader. Age of Empires I don't have. Civilization I got digitally. I've actually got one. I actually got 1 and 2 off the original site, which is nice. But those are all digital. But yeah, I've got the Diablo battle chest. I got the StarCraft battle chest. Again, I have not yet installed those. I picked them up years ago. You know, I don't think I have the... No, I don't have the Warcraft. I don't have the Warcraft franchise. Those I don't have. But yeah, those good old classic games, man. So... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because yeah, I had a few of those. Like I've got see, I'm trying to think what I have. Because what I used to have. Oh look, there's somebody here. Out of curiosity, see if we can see if the job market's reset. Because this happened last week. Where after I did some driving, the job market actually reset. Nope. Not going to reset, is it? Not today. Oh yeah. See, all right. The freight market reset. Not the cargo market. See, now I could take this one if I wanted to go all the way to Germany, but that's not what we're doing. All right. We're just gonna have to wait for 135 to come out here. And then we can take World of Trucks contracts, which makes it will make it easier. Yeah, cause see, there's back when I was back when I was a kid, or, well, I don't say kid, but younger. We had some of those games that actually had, you know, little dinky games on them. You know, it was a pack of like, oh, it had 12 different types of games on there. You know, so we had a couple of those packs. So I don't have them anymore, unfortunately, because there's a couple of them I still remember playing that I would like to be able to play again for like maybe 100 Days of Gaming or something for Extra Life. And I don't have them anymore. I have no idea what happened to them, which stinks, because some of them were neat little, just like puzzle type games. I remember one distinctly was like it was a bulldozer game, and it was sort of like a maze game. You had to you drove a bulldozer and you had to push rocks around the map in order to clear a path and get from point A to point B, essentially. So we had some people in Birmingham this morning. Nice. So yeah, having some of those still would have been nice. But it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. All right, so let's see what we want to do here. So, yep, we're going to swing around the outer one, and we can pop right into here and then end in the... yeah, mechanic shop there. So we did, we have encountered a few people here in Birmingham. That's cool. A few people out for a stroll. It is a nice day out here in England. Not raining today, fortunately. You know what? That's what I need to do too. I need to check to see if what my rain settings are on. Because last night, driving ETS, it finally started raining again because I had to reset my my settings for the rain slider. Yeah, see, there's another big bump there. Everybody coming this way. All right, let's sneak out here. There we go. Nobody coming. We have discovered a recruitment agency. Now watch, yeah, this is going to be a nasty bump here. That's a nasty one. There we go. There we go. Escape Velocity, great game, space theme. You flew a spacecraft, you earned your money with delivering freights or going berserk on other spaceships. You got the Confeds, the Rebellion, Pirates. Nice. Yeah, that one I haven't heard of, although there is an indie game I played. I think it was last summer. I can't remember the name of it. It sounds sort of similar to that. It's almost essentially truck sim in space, although it's not. It's a more cartoony. Art style. But essentially, that's what it is. You work for a trucking company in space. You take deliveries with your spaceship to and from different points. But the game with the delivery, the job stuff. The game had quite a few bugs, shall we say, in terms of how it would count deliveries and time and stuff like that. But it was a neat little game to try out there. Yeah, I'll have to look that up when we're done here. I'm actually going to have to probably going to have to wrap it up here. A little bit shorter stream. Like I said, I got up a little bit later than I anticipated today because I was up so late last night. But we got the nephew's birthday party we got to go to today. No track meet. That's Saturday, actually, is the track, is the nationals for the track meet, which I still haven't been able to get anybody to take my shift at work for me yet. But yeah, today is the nephew's birthday party, so we'll be going there today. We got some nice little tours of southeastern England here. Oh, 1996, nice. Yeah, I saw that in the link, the escape velocity. So yeah, I gotta take a look at that. But yes, yeah, 1996, yeah, the glory days when 3D acceleration was just in its infancy, which of course makes it harder to play those games now because they're not compatible with Windows 7 or Windows 10, and you can't play them in the virtual machine because of an MAN dealer. Nice. Was Escape Velocity Nova in 98. Nice. Yeah, back in the days when you didn't have DLC or anything, you just had a sequel to a game. And it was actually not the kind of sequels that EA does with their sports games, where they just basically slap the current year onto the box with very little about the game actually changing. Like Stronghold and Stronghold Crusader. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like those games from from I would say the late 90s, from about starting in 96, but really I think once you hit about 98, because with Windows 98 is when we started getting to more of the 3D capable computing systems. But yeah, really late 90s to really about almost mid-aughts. I can't get through here, right? See, I can't, right? There we go. See, I can't see the barrier. I run into these barriers so often because I can't see them initially. But yeah, right up to about 2004, 2005, those games are so tough because they're not compatible with virtual machines, and they're not compatible with the modern operating system, so it's almost impossible to play them anymore. Oh. Oopsie. That's what I get for trying to read chat. Oh crap. Oops. Will it work? Oh, thank God. Crap. Oops. Now, even way before Chuckle Egg, that game was seen in our monitor even when it was off. That was a tough hedge. Jesus. Stop, no, stop. Alright, now I just gotta fix the trailers. I'm sure the trailer got damaged. Yep. Oh, thank God we're right here at the mechanic. How convenient is that? No, the hedge is not you will find no damage to that hedge whatsoever. I seriously got to start finding jobs. I'm going to be broke just from having to repair my trailer. Look, not a single mark or dent, car-shaped dent in that hedge at all here. Not in the slightest. Look at that. Perfectly manicured hedge. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, so we're there. Yeah, I guess we can stop right here in Birmingham. Oh, look, there's somebody else there. All right, that'll do it. That'll work. We're in a good spot here. Hopefully next week, if 1.35 drops, I got to decide what I'm going to do, because there are a few other things we want to dig our hands into with 135. But I don't want to, because, you know, exploring everything here is going to take a really, really long time, even without the Baltic states coming, or the Black Sea states coming, rather. Which is what's coming? I think, because what is it? I think it's the stuff, because I looked at the map of the countries that are coming up, and it's kind of weird. They like skip over something. It wasn't part of this map here that I thought it was going to be, but something. I think it's down here. I think what's the Black Sea is coming down here, if I'm not mistaken. It's this area here, minus Greece. But I swear, because it's like, I think this isn't coming, but something down here is coming, so it's kind of weird. But that's probably not going to be towards the end of the year, so we've still got time. But as you can see, we've got a lot of road to explore here on our multiplayer profile, a lot of road. And of course, a lot of these we're going to have to go over again, because I think some of this part of Germany gets redone with 135. But we're going to try to tackle England first and see how far we get. But we'll see what happens. If 135 drops next week, we'll have to see what maybe we'll do like a split stream. I'll take a couple of jobs to get us up here to Grimsby or Newcastle on the multiplayer, and then we'll go offline into one of my other profiles and dig into some of the other features that come up. But like I said, we'll just have to see what happens this week. Yeah, I kind of feel, because usually once it hits open beta, it's usually not that long after it hits open beta that they do the release. I think it's been open beta for at least a week or a week and a half now. So that's what I'm thinking. Probably by this week they're gonna drop it, because that seems to be the SOPs, that once it hits open beta, it's usually about 2 weeks after that it goes into official release. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. At some point this week, we're gonna get 135, but we'll see. In the meantime, today, everybody, thank you for the follow, because I'm terrible with names. I can't remember who you are that followed me earlier today, but thank you for the follow. Oh, wait a minute, it's going to be, there we go, Bobby 9324. That's why I have this right here, to help my old adult brain remember stuff. So thank you for the follow, Bobby. Thanks for hanging out, Taz. Thank you for the host as well. Much appreciated, everyone. A little bit shorter stream than I had anticipated today, but hey, you know, it's real life. That's what we got to do. But we'll be back again next week with more American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, and maybe Train Simulator or maybe Farm Simulator. I don't know. We have our weekly schedule that we update every Sunday evening, Monday morning. So check back in the next 24 hours. Down below the live stream window, we'll have our schedule updated for the week. And I did update my overarching schedule here as well. So that's updated with sort of the overarching themes that we'll be doing on all three of our channels, and the days and times I sort of want to try to plan to do those things. So you can check those out there. In the meantime, time to go. I gotta grab some breakfast. Gotta finish getting dressed. Although I'm actually pretty dressed compared to the way I was last week. And I'll check everybody later. Thank you, everyone. Be sure to join me next week. It's much appreciated hosting everybody today. And we'll have some more fun exploring Europe, and maybe exploring 135 in both ATS and ETS2 next weekend. In the meantime, everybody, thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you in game and out there on the roads. Have a good rest of the weekend, everybody, and have a good week. Stay safe out there, everyone. Yes, I do have pants on today. I actually do have pants on today. Last week, well, I was covered, but it was sort of, you know, it just had shorts, sort of my workout shorts with pretty much nothing else. Not that you needed to know that, but hey. Full disclosure, you might say. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.